Hey guys, so today I have noodles. I'm so happy. I don't remember the last time I had like a whole plate of noodles to myself. I added shrimp and some tofu because I need some protein, so I'm just gonna mix it in. Today I want to talk about story time. I'm gonna talk about the times, because it happened two times where, let me start off with the first one. So pretty much the times when me and my family, we lived, our neighbors were pedophiles, okay? And I know some of you are gonna be like, well, isn't that normal? Like, there's pedophiles everywhere. I mean, yeah, but like, it's still scary, you know? And it's something that we never really even knew. Like, we didn't know about. We found out in like the weirdest ways. Like, realistically, most people don't know that they're surrounded by pedophiles. Okay? So I'm gonna use my chopsticks because, so when was this? Probably like, I don't want to say 10 years ago. That sounds really like a long time ago, but it probably was maybe like 6-7 years ago. The area where we lived in, we lived really close to a school, so there were a lot of kids. Like, at around 2 or 3, we would always see kids like in our neighborhood. Whatever, we were used to it. And our neighbor, he was, I think, I'm pretty sure my dad got along well with him. He was like, a regular neighbor, like you say hi to him sometimes or whatever. Until one day, until one day at night, this was at night when it happened. I didn't hear it, but my parents heard it. Obviously, it was really loud. So I was like, I guess I was like hella asleep, like if I didn't hear it and it was loud. So yeah, the next day I woke up and they were like, oh my gosh, did you guys hear that? And I was like, what? Like, I was sleeping. Then they were like, they knocked really hard on the neighbor's door. And I was like, why? Like, the police knocked. And I was like, why? And they were like, because they found out he's a pedophile. Like, obviously they found, I guess, pictures or videos of, I guess, young, like, children in his house. And I was like, what? Like, guys, like, imagine he lived right near a school, elementary school. Like, ew, that's so scary. That's so ugh. just knowing that we lived by someone like that, oh my gosh. Like, we lived right next to someone like that. Ew. That's nasty. Oh. I bit myself. Mm. Yeah. That was crazy. And after that, I don't know what happened. He obviously doesn't live there anymore. Just the thought of someone, our neighbor. Mm-mm. That's nasty. And then, fast forward a few years later, after that, our other landlord, this happened a few years ago, our other landlord one was a neighbor, and the other one pretty much was a neighbor too, but he was also the landlord. Well, I was just like bored in my room, and I had heard before, when I was younger, I would always see like commercials of like where people could like look for like criminals. You can find criminals around you, or like pedophiles or whatever. So I was like, oh my gosh, like I remembered that. I was like, you know what, I'm interested, like who's around us. I've never even done that before, so I was like, I'm gonna do it. And you know, I typed in the address and everything, and once you do that, you can see like literally like where you live, who's surrounding you, and there's like dots of the criminals or whatever. And obviously I found some around like where I lived, but I saw one that was a little bit too close to where we lived, like me and my family. So I was like, okay, let me zoom in. I zoomed in. It was literally on our house. And I was like, what? Like, mm, I just find it crazy how it's always like, you know, landlords want to know who moves in. But this just goes to show us as like people who are renting out a place, we should also look into who the landlord is, you know? Who owns it, his records or whatever. Like, it's just crazy. So yeah, we lived in the second floor. So it was the landlord, like, and I remember, like, I told my mom and she was like, what? What? And on the website it shows like what they did, the crime or like whatever. And it said I forgot. I forgot exactly what it was, but I remembered it said like something about a young girl, like a little girl. Obviously a child, you know? And I was like, ew. And that it happened like I don't know how many years ago. Probably like 15 or something years ago. I was like, wow. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was never really, I never really spoke to the landlord, to be honest. Unless something needed to be fixed in the house. So yeah. So imagine just after that, I started feeling more like kind of scared, you know. I'm already easily like scared, like. And then I also have a story on like the time that a homeless came into our house. I was already scared. I was like, oh my gosh, what else has to happen? What else has to happen? Like, seriously. But yeah, I'm thankful that nothing ever happened to me or my family. I'm safe now. Now I'm gonna go on the website again. I'm gonna search up who's around me in this neighborhood. Honestly, I recommend going on those websites and you know, like to check and see who's around you, because you never know. scary. It's a scary world. I'm surprised I'm not like, oh yeah, I had some noodles like a week ago. I was gonna say I'm surprised I'm not like crying or it's not burning as much. After having these for a while, you get used to them. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. Oh, I haven't had water, so the last shrimp. Oh my gosh. The water makes it worse. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. You guys, I recommend looking up a website. Check to see who's around you, who's living around you, because you never know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.